Typically, when you're generating leads, you can ask for different contact information, such as their name, email, phone number, or pretty much any other information you want to know. But you might be wondering, is it a good idea to ask for their phone number as well, or should I just ask for their name and email? Well, to help you answer that question, let me paint to you two possible different scenarios. The first scenario is you do ask for their phone number, and here's what's most likely going to happen. First of all, if you ask for their phone number as well as their name and email, you're going to generate less leads because there's going to be more friction for someone to enter their name, email, and phone number. Usually people are a lot more comfortable entering their name and email and less comfortable entering their name, email, and phone number as well. Now, what that means is that you're going to get less leads and also your cost per lead is going to be higher. On the other hand, if you do get someone entering their name, email, and phone number, because the friction for someone to do that is much higher, usually the quality of that lead will also be higher because they actually bothered to take the time to enter not just the name and email, but also their phone number. So usually you get better quality leads. But as a result, you're going to get less leads and also higher cost per lead. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. Now, the second thing to keep in mind is what are you actually going to do once you've got a phone number? Now, it's pretty easy and normal for you to start following up with leads through email marketing once you've got their email address. But if you have their phone number, it can work a little bit differently. So if you are asking for their phone number, do you have a very, very strong follow-up process so that you can follow up with them using their phone number through both text messages and also through phone calls? And if you don't, then ask yourself, is it actually worth asking for the phone number in the first place if you're not really going to spend a lot of time following up with that lead? Now, the final thing to keep in mind is that if you were on the other side, right, and if you were the lead or the prospect interested in learning more about someone else's services, if someone was asking for your name and phone number, would you actually want that person to then be calling you and texting you? Now, here's the problem with giving away your phone number. A lot of the time when you or other people do that, they don't really want to be bothered with phone calls and text messages and things like that. And just because someone gives you their phone number doesn't mean that they actually want to speak to you. Now, in contrast, let's go through the other scenario. What happens if you don't ask for their phone number and you only ask for their name and email? Well, what happens is you will generate more leads, you will generate leads at a better cost per lead, and the intent could still be good. It won't be as good as someone actually entering their name, email, and phone number, but you can still get good quality leads if you send them to a landing page where there's a little bit more friction and they have to actually manually enter their name and email to get access to, some sort of free content or whatever that next step is in your marketing and sales funnel. Now, if you ask for their name and email, as I said, you're going to get more leads and you're going to get a better cost per lead. But the difference is you're not going to be able to follow up with them through the phone or through text messaging. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Now, you can still follow up with them through email marketing. But the key thing is that when you're following up with them through email marketing, you're building up a relationship with them over time. You're building up trust and you're nurturing that lead over time. And if you do this in the right way, where you're not just following up with them, constantly trying to sell to them or constantly trying to get an appointment with them, but you're actually following up with them by providing them value and more helpful content, what's going to happen is you're going to be building up trust with your leads over time, and each email or a little bit of communication that they get from you is going to nurture that lead a little bit more and build up more and more trust. And then here's the really cool thing is that once you've built up enough trust, when the lead is then ready to work with you, they are the ones that will say that they want to work with you, because they are the ones that will fill in a form or they'll schedule a call with you to learn more about how you can help them. And then at this point, this is when the lead has now said they want to have a phone call with you. So there's no need for you to be constantly text messaging them or to be calling them or leaving voicemails and things like that. You can actually avoid all of that, and you can actually get leads to book an appointment with you because they're interested in working and speaking with you. And by doing that, you get a higher quality lead, a higher quality appointment with someone that actually wants to learn more about your services. So as you can see, my recommendation is to normally, in most cases, not ask for a phone number. Instead, just ask for their name and email in the initial or the first opt-in form. And then later on, once the lead is ready to actually speak to you, then ask for their phone number, because at this point, they actually want to speak to someone. Now, the last thing I want to mention is that there are people who do ask for their phone number and they do get conversions by asking for their phone number. But you just have to think, how many of those conversions are they missing out on by annoying the leads that they have already generated by following up with them and messaging them constantly? So what I would prefer to do is I would prefer to just let the leads say that they want to speak to you whenever the time is right for them, whether that's in a few days, a few weeks, a few months, or sometimes even a few years. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you need to do what is best for them. And by doing that, you'll get the best results, not just in the short term, but also in the long term as well.